Hey everyone, are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained, it is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show. Welcome back to another episode of The Stand Show. We are back again to inspire you with another optimistic discussion that has to do with decision making and action. Our guest is in studio today. He is not only a Liberian, but he's a youth focused person of Painesville. But let's take a short break to be right back. Hey everyone, are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained, it is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia. Welcome back from the break, and thanks for joining. I said earlier that we have a beautiful guest in studio. He's a Liberian, and also he is the youth focused person of Painesville. But let's turn to him to better introduce himself. Hello.
Yeah, so let me say thank you. It's my pleasure to be on KMTV.
Yeah, it's an honor having you as well.
Thank you. So I bring you greetings from the city of Painesville, especially from the office of the mayor. And the mayor has asked that I extend his sincere greetings to Team STEM Liberia and KMTV. So my name is Lawrence Dayougar. For many of you who don't know, I serve as the youth focal person of Painesville City in the office of the mayor. And my responsibility is to manage the affairs of young people and get right back to the mayor and tell him what the young people say. So I manage little over 260,000 young people in Painesville.
Wow.
So it's a very huge task, work from Monday to Sunday, because on Sunday, we also have to honor invitation from youth organizations across the city of Painesville. So academically, I school at RCA Davis Memorial School to ELW Junction. That's where I started my primary education. And later, I also went to Effort Birthday. And then I have an opportunity to get a scholarship from the former Information Minister, Dr. Brooklyn. And I went to John Lewis United Methodist School from 10th grade to 12th grade. And still pushing for quality education, I enrolled at the Liberia Institute of Public Speaking, LIPS, where I earned an advanced diploma in public speaking and leadership. I also was not certified. I went to Lincoln College, where I earned an associate degree in public administration.
Wow.
And also did a lot of international programs, the Mandela Washington Fellowship that was launched by the former U.S. President Barack Obama. I did fundraising, concept, and leadership. I went to Nigeria. I attended a program in leadership and youth development. And recently, I just returned from the People's Republic of China, where I did an advanced training in public administration and modern governance. So academically, I'm on course, and it's my pleasure to be here, especially on KMTV.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
I know you work with youth every day, so you
Every
know
day.
much about them.
Actually, Yeah.
So our topic is decision making in action. So how you come to understand about decision making in action?
It is important. Liberia is at a crossroad, and I think it is important for young people to make a very strategic decision.
Right.
A decision in the interest of our country, a decision that will change your lives, a decision that will put Liberia on the book people say on the red trajectory, meaning on the red road.
Right.
So one of the key analysis we can look at, it was in 2023 election. At that time, the young people have an opportunity to make decisions, and also they are also responsible for their action. So decision has to do with, you have a choice, you know, you have an opportunity to choose either between the worst one or the good one. So it is important when it comes to the issue of decision making. I work with a lot of young people, and some of them will tell you to make decisions is a very difficult thing. Actually, it's difficult, especially deciding between two things. And also, they will tell you the consequence of the decision the young people will make. So in terms of making decisions, when it comes to young people, it's actually a difficult thing. And I think as Liberia goes further with the growing numbers of young people, where statistic has shown that over 65% of our population, they are all young people. So I think young people have a very critical role to play in terms of decision making. And when they made a decision, they are also responsible for the action.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. So as someone working with youth every day, yeah. So can you please tell the difference between simply making a decision and taking an action?
So in making decision, like I said, it is difficult. So one, what do you need to do to make a decision? One, you have to study the situation, especially to young people who are listening. Before you make a decision, you have to study it over and over. Scientists will tell you have to prove it, you have to test the theory over and over, and you will come at a particular result. So to my youth who following KMTV, before you make a decision, you have to study the decision. That is number one. Number two, before you make a decision, you have to pray about the decision you are certainly making. And before you also make a decision, you also have to consult. You have to get to people and ask them what is their will and pleasure in terms of making decision. You have to get to people to solicit their own responses. You have to get to them to know the consequence of that decision, and at the end of the day, you can make a final decision. For example, there are a lot of young people, when the reason I'm using 2017 election because it's just recent, there are a lot of young people who went to the ballot and they make decision. And today they are seeing the actions of that decision they have made. So it's actually important. So to make a decision, study the decision you want to make. That is one. You have to pray about the decision. You have to consult people, meaning you have to go to them, ask them, I want to buy our phone. I want to buy a smartphone. But somebody will tell you that a smartphone burns a lot of data. So are you ready for the consequence of buying or purchasing a brand new iPhone? You also have to know that when you buy the iPhone, you have to use data. When I bought my iPhone, in less than 2 weeks, I burned over $20 scratch card. So that is the consequence of the decision I've made to purchase an iPhone. So I just thought to bring that scenario so we can get it clear as it relates to making decision with young people.
Exactly. Before you make a decision, you have to study more about the decision.
Indeed.
Yeah. So why is it so crucial for young people, especially in Painesville City, to learn about decision making? How is it like for them?
So I think it is important for young people to make decisions, especially in Painesville. Painesville is the largest city in Liberia. We have the highest population. In terms of statistic, around 65% of our young people in Painesville, they are in very high number. So if you want to make a decision, like you ask the question, like I said, over and over, there are consequences of making decisions, especially with our youthful population. And as we go further in this discussion, you will understand that there are also difficulties. Sometimes there will be some moment that you want to make a decision and you're finding it so difficult. And that is one of the very serious problems in our society today. When it comes to decision making with our young people today, we have 1.2 million young people treading the street of Monrovia. When I was coming to town, I saw several young people who society has named as Zogos, disadvantaged youth. It's because of the decision they have made, and you see the action. So we're telling our young people in Pinzo, if you want to make a decision, be reminded that there are consequences and there are actions of the decision you make.
Yeah. So, what are the benefits for them in the future? Because you said that we need to make good decisions.
Yeah, sure.
Decision making can be really difficult.
Indeed,
So,
it is.
what if we make good decisions? So, what are the benefits for us when we make good decisions?
There are a lot of benefits about making good decisions. During my day in high school, I have one of the difficult moments when I lost my father. So I was in the 9th grade, I was in class, and they called me, I was doing a test, and I have to sit and complete the test, and nobody knew that I loved my father. And after that, I left the campus and I have to go home. So in the course of that time, I was not in school. So when I sat and I asked myself, how will the future be like if I don't complete education, if I don't go through professional training? So at that moment, I was between the scissors to make a decision. At that moment, that decision either have a positive benefit or a negative benefit. So there are a lot of benefit that comes when it has to do with the issue of making decision. There are a lot of benefit. One of the benefit is that society celebrates you when you make the right decision. A decision to go to school or a decision to be in a ghetto, society celebrates you. A decision to be a good person or a decision to be a bad person. A decision where society will see you as anti-social person and you don't respect the norms and values of society. So there are serious benefits that come. One of the benefits is that society will celebrate you. Oh, Project went to school. Today, many of your young friends like yourself have made a decision not to go to school. And today you made a decision now. You are on one of Liberia's best television network, KMTV. So there is a consequence. This is where the decision has landed you. And maybe a few months from now, you might have an opportunity to interview mayors, you will interview president, youth leaders across Painesville. It's because of the decision you have made.
Thank you.
So there are benefits that comes with good decision making.
Yeah, so there are a lot of benefits, as you said, that comes with
Indeed.
good decision making. So many youth might feel stuck up when it comes to decision making as
Indeed.
well. So what are some fears or barriers you see young people go through when it comes to decision making?
I'm also I'm worried about the next generation if we don't make a good decision. I'm worried that there will be no Liberia in the next 20 years. I mean, the next generation of young people that will manage the affairs of this country. I'm worried if young people continue to be used to raise battle cry. I'm worried that young people continue to be used for $10 to vote for rice, to vote for t-shirt. Those are all wrong decisions. I had an opportunity to visit Johannesburg in South Africa. I attended an all-African youth program. I was extended an invitation. And I was talking about mentorship to a lot of young people, some of them from South Africa, some there from Kenya, and other part of the world. So we're talking about the role of young people in terms of mentorship. So I think what is lacking in our society, especially of our young people, is that most of the young people are not mentored. And it is a very serious problem. And when you are not mentored in terms of making decisions, it's very difficult. If you're not mentored, you can't get to the top because somebody want to sit behind the camera, somebody want to be interviewed. But if you don't go through the process of mentorship, if you get there, it's a very, very serious problem. So my call to young people today is that we have to make a positive decision. A decision where society will recall you, or a decision where society will use you as an example for the wrong reason. So it's important to make decisions.
It is very, very important to make decision, not just making
A
decision.
good one.
Yeah,
A very good one.
a positive one.
Yeah.
So, what's one simple step that someone can take in making decision today to move from just deciding to make decision to applying it to taking an action?
One of the simple steps I think young people can take in terms of decision making is that you have a choice to make. One of the steps you can take, like I said, in everything that you do, you have to put God first.
Yeah.
In 2022, in October, I hosted the former president of the Republic of Liberia. It was a very hard decision.
Wow.
And I went in my room and I said I'll bring George Weah to the Painesville City Hall so the young people can have an interaction with the former president. So at that moment, it was a difficult time to make a decision because remember, in decision making, there are hitches, there are challenges. Something will tell you you can't do it. There's no need to go to school. There's no need to follow your education. There's no need to have a positive mindset. There's no need to go for training. There's no need to go for mentorship. So when I sat in the room, I said, I think it's important to bring the former president. And a lot of people say that, like I said, there will be hitches. People will say all kinds of things. You can't bring the president. He will not come to your call. And I did a communication, and 2 weeks to the program, I received a call that the president will come to your program.
Wow.
So there were challenges, but it actually gave some positive results. So to my young people who continue to struggle in making decisions, you have to pray about it. You have to study it over and over. You have to remember there are consequences in decision making. And you also have to remember that society is looking up to you. If you make a wrong decision today, society will judge you wrongly.
Exactly.
I live in a house and people sell drugs, people smoke, but I never had the opportunity because I always said to myself, I want to be recorded for the right reason. I don't want to be used as a case study. Lawrence served this position and today he left and society can recall him. Then we made a wrong decision.
Exactly.
So it's actually critical, especially when it comes to young people.
That is so amazing. We're having a great discussion about decision making in action, right? We
Yeah,
are having
sure.
a great discussion. So let's take a short break to be right back. Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show. Welcome back from the break, and thank you so much for staying with us. As I said earlier, we are having a very great discussion about decision making in action. I'm sure you are enjoying the discussion.
Indeed, it is wonderful.
Right.
It's wonderful.
So, and don't forget to share too to my wonderful audience. Don't forget to comment. Yeah, we often hear about fears when it comes to decision making.
Yeah.
Especially with young people. So, what are some common fears or hesitation you see young people going through when it comes to taking actions?
There are a lot of fear when it comes to making critical decisions. There are some decisions that you made is just simple. There are some decisions that you will consider making a very first priority is very simple. During my stay at Liberia Institute of Public Speaking, we talk about this thing called fear, and public speaker will always call it glossophobia.
Yeah.
You know what fear does is that it intimidates you a lot. Fear would, like I tell most of my students, fear would tell you you can't do it.
Yeah.
Fear will always belittle you. Fear will always bring you down. Fear will make you to appear like in our normal term, we call it fear will make you to be light. Fear will sometimes make you to break down in tears. But when you are making a very critical decision, you have to understand that fear is part of our lifetime.
Yeah.
Fear will always enter play and tell you that you can't do it. Like I'll tell myself when I lost my father, and I said I don't think it's important going to effort birthday in the ninth grade. I think I learned a lot. So there's no need to go to school. So I said no, it's not possible. So fear was telling me you can't go back. It's too late for you. You can't sit in a classroom. You like 1 year back, so it's not possible. So fear will always be there in terms of making decision. That's why when the fear overcome you, you make the wrong decision. That's why when fear overcome you, you go to the ballot, you tear the paper. That's why when fear overcome you, when you hold the microphone to speak, you break down in tears. I was teaching one of my senior public speaking class, and one student who I'll not name was writing her thesis at the master program, and she said, Lawrence, one of my challenges that I can't stand before the audience to just explain myself. And she made a decision to go to school, but fear has been depriving her to even defend her thesis. So fear play a very critical role. So fear has deprived a lot of young people. So that I want to encourage you today, you can overcome fear in terms of decision making. What do? You need to have confidence in yourself. Tell yourself, if Lawrence can have an opportunity to speak on the BBC 5 interview, myself can do it. If Purity can sit here, a very young presenter, can sit before the camera and ask a lot of questions, myself can do it. So you always see fear along this journey of decision making. Fear will always come like a storming block, but you have to be very, very careful. So you can't do away with the issue of fear in terms of decision making. But one thing you can do is to have confidence in yourself. That's what you can do.
Have confidence in yourself.
Indeed.
As you said, fear is part of our life.
Indeed, it
But we
is.
shouldn't like that to
overcome
us.
Yeah.
But we should be the ones to overcome fear.
Sure.
So, thinking about personal growth
Yeah.
and how to overcome fear, what are some steps that we can take? Yeah, because audience they may want to know some steps that we can take to overcome those fears.
Yeah,
So
sure.
what are some steps you think that we should take to overcome those fears?
So some of the steps that you take in overcoming fear is that, especially when we talk about fear on a general basis, in relating to speaking or decision making, in terms of speaking, you have to know your audience. You have to study the environment. For example, when I'm organizing program at the Pinjo City Hall and that take over 500 young people, those that will participate, I give you an opportunity to come. We set a chair and you will speak before that particular building. So that is one. You have to know the environment. Number two, you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to study, like we said, in decision making, you have to study your decision over and over. So you also have to study whatever you want to go and present. So when you study over and over, then you have that confidence. And then you can walk to that place and then you can make a very good decision. Because if you don't overcome fear on this journey, someone might tell you that I don't think I can go and do master's degree any longer. Because those who are there, they are all qualified. I don't think I can go to the catering school because I'm so big to go to class. Those are all fear. Somebody might tell you it's not possible to just walk in KMTV studio and sit for an interview because a lot of people will be watching me online. Maybe I might make some mistake, because fear will always tell you that you make mistake. A mistake is not allowed to be made, but when it is made, remember it is allowed. So fear comes in all kinds of forms and minor. So have confidence in yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. You need to practice over and over. In decision making, you have to study the decision over and over. Then automatically you can overcome that situation.
Amazing. Those are steps that Mr. Dayougar have shared to us so that we can be able to overcome fear. And that's a great one. One of them, is to make good decisions.
Indeed.
And to have confidence in
In
yourself.
yourself. Yes.
Our show is a circle of mentorship, and we are here today with the youth focal person of Painesville. That's a great honor for us.
Thank you
and
so
thank you
much.
so much for being
Thank
on
you.
our
It's our
show.
pleasure.
So, how can young people, like mentors, how can mentors invest in young people's lives?
So it's one of the very critical things. Liberia is losing manpower, meaning that we have 20% of our youthful population on drugs. And at the end of the day, if nothing is done, Liberia might not have a future.
Yeah.
So it's time for those who are mentors to rise to the occasion and invest in a lot of young people. During the World Population Day, I have an opportunity to speak to the UNDP, and it was one of the key issues that we raised. Young people need to be mentored.
Yeah.
Because if they are not mentored, they will certainly miss the mark.
Exactly.
So mentorship is important. And if you have a generation that is mentored, a lot of things will be in place. For example, when I landed in the People's Republic of China, I didn't see a trash can in Beijing, but I didn't see dirt along the street. So it's like the older generation telling the young people, you can't put dirt here. In as much there will be no trash can, but you don't put dirt here. Those are all national mentorship programs. You know, when you walk into an environment, you see people, you have to speak, right?
Yeah.
You have to learn them. When you walk into a supermarket and somebody who is at the back, you have to open the door in the present part before you close. But our generation now, when they walk in, they will shut the door and expect you at the back to open the door. It's wrong. So when young people learn all of these things, I think we'll have a generation that is mentored. Like we said, if you are not mentored, those who are watching this television, you are in serious trouble. Because one day you want to get to the top. But when you get there, you will mess up because you didn't pass through the cycle of mentorship. That's why most of the young people continue to miss the link because they are not mentored. And when you're not mentored, you are in a very, very big trouble. You don't know where to speak. You don't know how to speak. You don't know where to say it, how to say it, and you are in a very big mess. So it is important, if you don't have a mentor, this is Living with KMTV, especially those who watching. If you don't have a mentor, go and find a mentor. Or otherwise, you will be in trouble. You will continue to make a wrong decision. Along the way, there will be a serious problem. You might end up in a ghetto. Society might call you Zogos. They might name you and shame you or call you a disadvantage you. So mentorship play a very important role, especially with this young generation in Liberia.
So that is so amazing. And our show is the circle of mentorship. So we are here to inspire you and also to mentor you. So for young people watching, what are the most important decisions that they can make? Like, what are those actions that they can take in order to build a strong and positive, to make a strong and positive impact in Painesville City?
One action young people can take is that young people need to learn how to volunteer. Volunteerism is a very serious issue in Liberia. If you call a young man to volunteer, they tell you they want money. Because, like I said, those are all positive engagement you need to do, especially when you have a mentor. I work with Radio 5. I was presenting a program called Youth and Society. I was a co-presenter to Delano Smith. So when I go there, either I sit by him, he present his show, and we have a talking discussion, and then we call it a quit. I was not taking pay, but I was going there every Wednesday to make sure we have a successful youth in society. I was still not tired. I went to Cool FM. I was doing a program called Educational Pursuit, and I was not taking pay at Cool FM. I worked there for 1 year, 6 months. I didn't take a dime. I went through the process of volunteerism. Most of the young people might not see volunteerism as a way. That is it. Let me tell you the secret. The surest way to walk into any institution free of charge is volunteerism. Write to KMTV. Tell them I'm Lawrence Dayougar, a graduate from Lincoln College in Public Administration, and I have this desire to be a journalist. I will kindly request administration to volunteer here. No manager will read that communication, they allow you to volunteer. So when you come there, consciously you will work. You come into work from Monday to Friday. You think that manager will not be moved to give you money at the end of the month? He will want to tip you maybe like a transportation and see the need that this young guy is sacrificing there, and they will help him.
Right.
So volunteerism is very important. And I think one of the surest way that young people in Pinsville can contribute is volunteerism. To close on volunteerism, we have a society that young people believe that nothing is free.
Yeah.
When they work, they want you to pay them. When they even stop a vehicle for you, they want you to pay them. When you send them to buy something, they want the change. That is a bad mindset. And if you don't change that mindset, trust me, you can't get anywhere. So volunteerism, that is a secret. Many years ago, I volunteered. I was in civil society. I volunteered many years, served international organization. And one morning, I received a text message requesting my presence at the Pinsville City Corporation.
Wow.
That I get at the Pinsville City. I was just doing a live video in the mirror, just wrote my youth focal person. I said, okay, I get a job now. So that's how it worked.
That's really
So volunteerism is important.
Yeah,
So those who are there, volunteer. One day you will actually be celebrated. Yes.
right. So we as young people, we need to volunteer
Indeed,
in
it
order
is.
to make Pinsville City a great place.
A great place.
So we have talked about Pinsville City. How about in young people themselves? What are actions that they can invest in themselves?
So young people, one of the action we need to take is to equip ourselves. The world is not waiting for Liberia.
Yeah.
The war is actually not waiting. Young people out there, they are not waiting for us back home. When I travel to many of the African countries and some of the Asian countries and having youth engagement, I'm like, the war is no disrespect, but in some capacity, I think the war has left Liberia being a long time. There are a lot of challenges with our young people. Young people, build your capacity. Sometimes you work in an environment and you make 150. I used to work of a place, and the lady said the money is too small. So I told her, I said, you know the secret? Use that small money and build your capacity. So when your capacity is improved to a larger extent, then you get more money. So one greatest investment that you can make on yourself is to build your capacity. And one thing I want to tell the young people around Liberia, not just Pinsville, Central Monrovia, and the list goes on, there is a bad mindset. When you have a workshop and you call them, they will ask you, do you have refreshment? Do you have t-shirt? Do you have transportation? That is a mindset most of the young people have built. So for that reason, when you go for election, politicians bring t-shirt and bag arrest. You don't go for serious election and bring t-shirt and bring bag arrest, because that is a mindset most of our young people have had all the time. So I think one thing we need to do, invest in yourself. Build your personal capacity. Build your skills. Build professional network. Don't come around people. I want to share this. One of my friends said to me that he won my phone because he believed that when you have the phone, he will get a lot of money, because considering the kind of people that I know and build network with. So there are certain people you know, my young people that are listening to KMTV, you don't get money from them.
Yeah.
Those are people who have value. Then people have confidence in you. So if people see you taking picture with President Bouaka, 2 to 3 occasions, somebody says, I think that young man is trusted, I can work with him. If he can walk to the president, he have a lot of interaction, I think this guy can be a good partner. From there, you build a network, and then society can see you as a positive person. So sometimes when you build a relationship, the next morning they pick up the telephone, you know it's not easy, I fall from the tree. The day you have a serious issue, that person will not pick up your call. You will call them, you get tired. So to my young people, volunteerism is important. People who have volunteered across the world, society know that. How many dollars do you even need to live before young people passing all around here looking for all kinds of money? So volunteerism is actually important, and to be a volunteer is actually good. I have volunteered many times. I taught school free of charge, public speaking 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and I then go and I teach after my class. I come home. So it's good to volunteer. Yes, it's good. And so young people have to invest in themselves.
It's good to volunteer.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself, build your self-confidence,
Build your capacity.
and the word is waiting for you.
Sure.
It was so nice having you here today in studio. Before we go, I want us to do something really quick.
Let's do.
It's like a game. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so you are gonna say two truths about yourself, and I'm gonna identify the lie.
Okay.
You got it? Okay, so I should be on this 5.
Yeah, go ahead, please do.
Okay.
That's
So my name is Faith Andrews, and attending the University of Liberia. 18.
So is that a lie? Is that correct?
You see, identify the lie.
The lie is that you're not attending the university. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it's your turn.
So what am I going to say? Is that
Say 2 truths about yourself and 1 lie, and I'll be the one to identify the lie.
okay? My name is Lawrence Dayougar, and I serve as a youth focal person of Pinsville, and I travel all over the world. Why is it like?
The word.
Okay,
Because
that's
you are
correct.
the youth focal
Yeah,
person.
yeah, correct.
Okay, so it was really, really nice having you here. It's an honor to be here for real, and we hope to have you here another time. So, to
Okay.
those, you want to say something?
Yeah, so again, let me say thank you. My pleasure to be here, especially with Kingston, Liberia,
Okay.
and my good friend, Pirede Andrew. And then to also Tico Josh. Tico watch this video. So I need to say I love all of you.
Okay.
And thanks to KMTV for giving young people the platform. Like yesterday, I spoke to a graduation program. I said young people, especially the kids, they are our resources. So we have to invest in them. Thanks to my brother Enna for also, raising the next generation. We are finally leaving the stage.
Right.
And we have to turn the baton to the next generation of young people. So again, the mayor of Pinsville extends his greetings. The mayor has said, I'm saying it on this TV, he will receive your gift next week.
Yeah.
So when he comes from his trip. So it's always my pleasure to be here, and one love to KMTV and Teen STEM Liberia.
Thank you
so
so much.
kindly.
We appreciate you as well. And for those that are watching, I want to say thank you so much for staying with us, for tuning with us. And don't forget to comment, because your comments help us a lot. And please invest in yourself, build your self-confidence, in your capacity building,
Indeed,
a
it is.
strong capacity, and truly invest in yourself as well. So thank you. It was nice being on the show with you today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I run into another women program to speak for the city.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Bye. Hey everyone. Are you ready to be inspired? The Stand is a new show where we invite amazing people to talk about their lives and how they got where they are. You will hear stories of overcoming challenges, finding success, and making a difference. The Stand Show is not just about being entertained. It is about being inspired to reach your own goals. Join me, Purity Andrews, and others from your favorite team of change, Team Stand Liberia, hosting amazing guests who will share their stories through a circle of mentorship on KMTV Channel 3. We've got new episodes every Fridays and Saturdays, so mark your calendars. The Stand Show.